Hey everybody, it's Jason from the Texas Gun Vault, and once again I'm coming to you with another product review. And the product that we're going to be taking a look at today is a light from Olight, and this is a keychain light. This is called the North. Now, I know that some people already don't like the way that Olight markets their products, so I always have to give a little bit of a caveat and a disclaimer before I review any of their products. The only thing I received for free for this video was this light. You'll notice that there is no link in my description or the comment section to an Olight store. There's no discount code, no coupon codes, nothing. I get no kickbacks for this if you end up buying one of these. And there's plenty of content creators out there that have those, so if you're interested in this, go find another content creator that you like that has those links, and you can buy from them and support them. But the only thing I want to do is create good videos for you and review products as unbiased as I possibly can. So as I said, we're going to be taking a look at this little EDC light, a keychain light, and I'll try to compare it to a couple of other lights that I have, including the Through Night Archer Mini. Now this is not a keychain light, but it is a very small pocket light. I think it has about the same output, as well as another keychain light from Olight. This is the IR2 and the EOS, I believe. I think that's the model. But anyway, we're going to be checking out those and comparing it to see what this one can do. The stats on this says it has two settings, high and low. One is 180 lumens for 23 minutes with a throw of 48 meters, and on the low setting it is 5 lumens for 12 hours at 10 meters, and that's what they claim. And so this might be a nice little EDC light to put on your keychain. Hopefully it's durable. So let me go ahead and adjust the camera. Let's unbox this, let's see what it's all about, and then compare it to some other lights and test it out here in the garage. Alright, so here's the box this thing comes in. It does say the soil of the bold and the brave where adventure waits. So that's the logo and the motto they have put on this thing. There's all the information on the back. Let's go ahead and open this thing up, see what's inside. Alright. Not sure what color this is going to be. Oh, it's in a silver. All right, so we do get a charging cable, some instructions, and there is the light. It's actually pretty darn attractive looking. It's definitely bigger than the IR2S. There's a difference in sizes, and there is the Through Night Archer Mini. About the same size emitter there. And let's take a look at this thing. So we got the charging port on the side. Got some interesting markings here on the base. It's just north, south, east, and west written various ways. All right. Oh, this one says it is the IR2 Pro. So I guess even though they've labeled it as the North, let's just double check that box there. Yeah, it says the North. I guess it's the same model as this, just bigger. Okay. So I'm going to assume that it's going to work the same way. If we tighten this down, there's the low setting, and if we tighten it down more, it goes to the high setting, and that's all it does. Now I have to say the size of this is pretty nice. I have carried the Olight IRS-2 a lot, and it has been pretty darn good. You can see the anodization is still pretty strong on this. This has spent a lot of time on my keychain. I do prefer it to be in silver. I don't think it's going to show as much wear, and I do like the size. It's not too big, but not too small, and of course we have those two settings. Function is super easy. All right, I like it, and I do like the fact you do have that charger on the side, so this thing is very user-friendly. All right, well, let me adjust the camera and let's try this thing out in the garage and let's see what the beam looks like. And as always, I have the camera pointed towards that little alcove in the back of my garage. We're going to use this Olight North and we're going to put it on low and see what it looks like. That's supposed to be 10 lumens, and most lights I think call this firefly mode, And I think this is better than most lights' firefly mode, because many times I think those firefly modes honestly are unusable. I have no purpose for the light being at 1 or 2 lumens. This is at 10. And as you can see, it's actually pretty darn functional. So this is pretty nice. It's not too bright, but it's not too low as well, where it would serve absolutely no purpose. I can already tell it has a pretty darn centered hotspot with lots of spill. And now let's go ahead and bump this thing up to the full power, and it's pretty darn good for its size. Yeah, that's supposed to be, what, a little bit less than 200 lumens, like 180 or such, and that definitely lights up the garage. The beam is very directional, very functional, especially for a keychain light. This thing would be awesome as a little EDC light and a backup light. And I know some people are going to ask, since I have the other one, that's the non-pro version, how does it compare? So let's try that out. Let me turn this light off. And here is the older model, and there is the low setting, about the same. Hotspot is not as centered, a little bit less when it comes to the illumination, and here it is on high. And it's not as bright, but definitely still functions. I mean, this has been just a great little keychain light. It's very small, very compact, easy to charge, and it has worked very well. So there's the older model, the non-pro model, and once again, here is the newer model. That seems to be a little bit whiter light than the older model. And just to compare it to that Through Night Archer Mini, let me turn that one off again. There's the low on the Through Night. Now this is a bigger flashlight, and I definitely expect it to have better illumination. Not a super centered hotspot, and there is the full power on that one. This is more of like a general purpose EDC light, something you can fit in your pocket, but it's about the same size. It's supposed to have the same performance, but for the size, I definitely like the Olight North. There's the low again, and there is the full power. So I am really happy with that. This thing is really nice. I like the size. It's not getting warm. Yeah, it's just a nice little keychain light. So let me go ahead and adjust the camera, and I'll give you guys my final thoughts. All right, so what are my final thoughts on the Olight i1R2 Pro, otherwise called the North? Well, it definitely works. It's a keychain light, it seems to be durable, and all of these lights seem to perform really, really well. I've never had a problem with any of the smallest Olights. These things are just nice to have on your keychain. Of course, they're not a general purpose light, they're not a tactical light, they're not a weapons mounted light. They're just a keychain light for just basic use. You drop something in your car, or if you just need to get somewhere to get a better flashlight. It's just that nice little backup. The controls are super easy. I really like the fact you can charge it with that charging port. It has all the features of all of the other keychain lights that they make. I like the touch of, I guess, all the little directions and the engraving on it, and I especially like the color. Let me see if I can get that in focus there. So there's all the little engravings. Yep, it just works. Has a little loop to put on your keychain. So I have absolutely no problems with this thing, and honestly, it's really affordable. It's just a great little backup EDC light to have with you all the time. So on my star system, how would I rate the Olight North or the i1R2 Pro? Well, I'm just going to give it 5 out of 5 stars. It's a keychain light, it works, all of the settings are bright enough to be functional, it's easy to use, put it on your keychain, always have it with you, and it's very affordable. So I have nothing else really to say about it, it just functions like it should. So the Olight North. Yeah, just a nice little keychain light. So I recommend it if you're looking for a light like this. I see no problems with it. So I hope this review helps somebody in the future. So, as always, thanks for watching.